With the Year 7 LR's EZAs officially in game, we're going to be taking a look at what their best teams and partners are like. I did do a video about this for the Super Saiyan 4s already. So today we're going to be taking a look at the LR Gods, a personal favorite character of mine. They did them very well with their EZA, man. And, on release, these guys actually rainbowed on their anniversary, which is crazy. I have never done that for any other anniversary character, and it wasn't really intentional, but I just got very lucky. Either way, we're going to take a look at what they're able to do. Now, in terms of like partners and stuff, these characters aren't really tied to wanting a specific type of character. Ideally, you do get them with some of these characters that may have the Warrior Gods link, or, if you can, which is going to be more common right now, I think the Godly Power link right here is also a very good option. Many more relevant units that have this link specifically, but either way, even without those links, I think they'll still be just fine, right? They're not reliant on them. They'll just do some extra damage, which they're going to do a bajillion damage anyways. So we'll hop right in. There's a couple of teams I want to talk about, and we'll see how they look. So the first thing I want to talk about is the AGO Super Gogeta team. Again, this is the first one I'm bringing up because I would say this is arguably their best team right now. This team is a 220% leader skill with the 250% HP, but they would fit the Pure Saiyans and Fused Fighters portion of the teams. Then, of course, they get the extra 50% stats because they are on the Fusion category. Of course, they're on the Fusion category because of the fact that they fuse into Gogeta during their active skill, right? Now, again, I brought up the Realm of Gods team or links earlier, and in terms of that, there are a couple of characters I think could really benefit this guy from getting that little bit of extra damage if you want. HOUI Goku is a character that does share a decent amount of links here. We will be able to get things like Prepare for Battle, Fierce Battle, Legendary Power, but then the Warrior Gods link right here, that'll help out Kamehameha as well. So overall, they're sharing quite a bit of links here, HOUI Goku. And this guy's aged incredibly well for an EZA character. He EZA last anniversary, and I think his value is going to basically not change in terms of what he's providing. With the turn 1 guaranteed dodge, he has the really high 77% chance to dodge that builds up even greater each time he dodges. He has the revive, right? This guy will be a very valuable unit, I think, for a very long time, because since he's reliant on dodge, it's a thing where he's always, when he performs well, he's always going to take 0 damage, right? Now, there's situations where he got, not dodge and die, right? But overall, I think he's going to still be a very nice option. I personally ran these two as a rotation, and it worked perfectly fine for me across all the different types of contents. If you have this guy, when he's transformed into Super Saiyan 4, he does provide Power Beyond Super Saiyan, a 10% damage reduction, which these guys aren't necessarily getting a lot of damage reduction outside of their first turn. So once you're later on transformed with these guys, it's not the biggest difference, but having the, well, I guess on their first turn, they'll go from 77% reduction to 87% reduction. And then even beyond that, with the amount of defense that they'll have, even that 10% reduction on top of their guard will be quite a big difference with how much defense they actually will have. So that's going to be really good. Now, beyond that, you could pretty much run whoever. I mean, if you want another Realm of God options, Blue Evolution Vegeta, STR Blue Evolution Vegeta, right? He's also a Rainbow Orb Changer, but he will actually get his unit super attack with these guys. They share a decent amount of links, right? I think that could work out pretty well. Unfortunately, this guy actually does not have the Super Saiyans link, which is also very funny. They don't give Blue Evolution Vegeta Super Saiyans, right? STR Gogeta could work out nicely. Physical Blue Gogeta, right? Some Rainbow Orb changing. Even the LR Super Saiyan Force on this team, right? You could definitely get them on there and that'll work out nicely. Tech UI Goku is a character I want to bring up because this Tech UI Goku has a 30% attack domain for Superclass and Realm of Gods characters. So when you get this attack domain up, the damage that these guys do absolutely skyrocket, right? Tech UI is a little bit of a tricky character before he's transformed into the, full power white UI. But once you get that UI Goku out, man, like I had a turn where I had the Super Gogeta active skill plus Tech UI's domain Tech UI super attacked first, giving them a little bit of an attack boost, and they were already over 100 mil attack stat on their first super, right? Well, that was technically their second super, or the second turn, because of the fact that they got the massive attack raise from the turn before, right? It transformed them that previous turn, but still. That was insane. Tech Gogeta, right? Just your basic good options. I mean, really, as long as you have UI Goku, that's pretty much one of their better partners. You don't even need to necessarily link them with the Realm of Gods character, because they're not as reliant on having those links to perform well. Especially defensively, they'll be pretty much the same with any like prepared for battle Saiyan, which makes them very flexible across alternate team builds. And when they're transformed, they provide double Rainbow Orb changing, so they could actually be very useful for the LR Super Gogeta. If you maybe want to save the active skill for the extra turn or something like that, you could get him out. Unfortunately, there's no Rainbow Orb changing pre-transformation, but not the biggest deal ever. Again, let's say just as a mock team build-up, we'll get Super Saiyan 4 Goku here. Let's get Astera Blue Evolution, and then we'll grab Astera Gogeta, like something like this. Could work out very fine. Or maybe you can go ahead and, I don't know, put on Namek Goku or something like this, right? That could also be working like double stacking Saiyans, right? As a rotation, Namek Goku slot 1, God slot 2. That's something you could very realistically do, but I do like this team, right? For them, it works quite well. You could also alternatively run the Tech Super Vegeta as your leader, but the issue with that is that these guys do not get the full 220% from Tech Super Gogeta or Tech Super Vegeta, because they're not on Earth Protecting Heroes or Batara, right? So that's the only thing about that, but they still would actually get... Actually, no, they would not. No, they would get the support, because the Super Vegeta does support the Earth Protecting Heroes team, and these guys are actually on Earth Protecting Heroes, so that's a good thing there. Either way, we'll take a look at some of these other teams that they could actually be applicable on. Now, I did this with the LR Super Saiyan 4s as well, but their own leader skill, even compared to the Super Saiyan 4s, is insanely good. Power Beyond Super Saiyan and Movie Heroes, Key 3 and 170%, then Kamehameha, Key 1 and 30%, Key 4, 200% leader skill to those characters is insane. Look at the roster of characters that you have. Like, look how much I could just scroll my box and just keep going. Like, the amount of characters that are good, that fit this leader skill is insane. You could put Beast Gohan on this team. You could put Family Kamehameha Gohan on this team. Let's see, let's go to Int. You could run, you know, it's Super Saiyan 3 Goku if you wanted. The Gammas, I guess. Super Saiyan 2, maybe not really. You know, this Kamehameha, this Intel or Super Saiyan 2 Gohan would be a really good floating support. Rainbow Orb Changer could help out the gods with getting, you know, the extra crit, I think, if you want early on, or their dodge when they're transformed a little. Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, right? He was also on the other team. Imagine this is the LR. I don't have the LR yet, right? But let's pretend he's the LR for that instance, right? Tech Super Gogeta, like their team, Super Saiyan Trio, right? They do want Movie Heroes characters on rotation with them to get their full damage reduction. Like a Movie Heroes kind of team, you could just throw the Super Saiyan Trio on this team. You could throw LR Super Saiyan 4s, you know, Blue Gogeta, right? The amount of characters on here is actually really crazy. And obviously, we're going to continue to get Power Beyond Super Saiyan characters. You run Super Gogeta on here. Unfortunately, Super Vegeta does not actually fit this team, but not the worst thing in the world. But Super Gogeta fitting this team is really nice too. Eventually, Age of Pycon will EZA, right? That'll be good. There's so many options here. The EZA Super Saiyan 4s, like, oh my goodness. Super Saiyan 3 GT Goku, hello? Like, this team is genuinely like a top 5 team in the game, honestly. Even though it's not a 220% leader skill, like this team is better than most of the 220% leaders. it's insane, especially because you have 2 of the LR gods, man. You could do some really crazy stuff with this setup. So I wanted to point it out just because, wow, like incredible. Crazy team that's actually back in action now because of the fact that these guys are, I mean, like top 3 in the game level pretty much. So yeah. Next up, we have Beast Gohan's team. Beast Gohan is a superheroes category leader, but he also does lead Miraculous Awakening and the Bond of Master and Disciple team. This character does fit Beast Gohan's full 200% leader skill because he is also a movie heroes category character. So all in all, I mean, this is a team that didn't even exist when the LR Gods come out, the superheroes category team, but now they will absolutely decimate on this team. I mean, very similar kind of characters that I talked about earlier. AGUI Goku, right? You know, you could run Namek Goku on this team potentially if you really wanted to. Blue Evolution Vegeta works here. Eventually, like when the Gamma's easy, that could work out. There's a team maybe you can get Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, like run a rotation of Super Saiyan 2 Gohan and the LR Gods. That could work. LR Gods as your slot 1 character. Maybe turn 3, you could put Super Saiyan 2 Gohan in your slot 1 once he's built up a little. Will definitely be a fine little option there. I mean, if you're a God Goku stan, you could run God Goku here, sure. I don't really think it's the biggest deal in the world whether or not you want to like run this guy or not. I mean, he actually won't be a terrible option, I guess. You know, 60% dodge definitely will be dodge or die at this point, but you could definitely, you know, potentially, let's say definitely potentially, yeah, that's a stupid thing to say, but you are able to take advantage of him if that's something you really want to do. Beyond that, you have like Tech UI Goku is another option here. Tech UI Goku, obviously with the domain ability, right? And this team will, of course, get better as time passes, right? Eventually, maybe you can get this guy, his Super EZA. Should probably be upcoming within next year, I would say. He's one of the older characters that have yet to receive a Super EZA, and him and the gods will actually link very well. If I have the website pulled up on the side here. But these guys together do share a total of, from taking a look at it, it's only going to be about 4 links being fair, but I believe we're able to get both warrior gods and the godly power links. So actually, now they don't share as many links as I thought they would have. Am I crazy? Let me take a look here. No, sorry, I was missing it. It is 5 links, right? Super Saiyan, warrior gods, Kamehameha, prepared for battle, fierce battle, right? So that works out, you know. If you want to just have fun, you could run these guys, the blue duo. They share 6 links. That's quite a bit, right? So either way, that is them on the superheroes team. That will work very well. But that's pretty much like the big main teams we could talk about. There's a bunch of teams that they could fit. In fact, there's one team I should bring up that I think will be more relevant as time passes on for Superclass, but that is the Transformation Boost team. Right now, the best leader for the Superclass variant of that is Daima Goku. I think we'll see more and more characters fit this team later on, but if you want to run Daima Goku or you have Daima Goku, this is definitely a setup you can go to way to use. The LR Gods will do pretty good with Daima Goku together on the setup. There's the Kamehameha team, of course, which is led by the family Kamehameha Gohan. I think this is just a pretty obvious team that I just wanted to go ahead and throw in here at the end, because at this point, you know, it's getting to be like, oh, you're running up with the same partners as always, right? So this Kamehameha team will just have almost every good unit in the game, basically, including EZs and things like that. So that's a very, very viable option. Then I think we'll end things off talking also about the Fuse Fighters team. You know, you could use Tech Vegeta, like I said, Tech Gogeta, or AGL Gogeta, but you could also use the LR Super Saiyan 4s, whose their leader skill is actually pretty decent too. So there we go. I think that's all the different setups I want to talk about here. Again, these guys are one of my favorite releases ever, so them actually getting the respect they deserve is nice. And at the end of the day, they're just a prepare for battle Super Saiyan kind of Saiyan character that you're able to throw in a lot of different situations. So let me know where you guys gonna whoa, okay, I have been over speaking myself this entire video. I'm so sorry. If you have any questions, I guess let me know in the comments below. But this is it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. This helps you with building what teams you want to build with these guys. And I'll catch you next time. Peace out.